Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine, like, a speed limit, but not for cars. Think cosmic scale.
The ultimate speed limit, right? For everything in the universe.
Exactly. Welcome to the deep dive.
Good to be here.
Today we're tackling the speed of light. Is it really the absolute limit? Or, could something somehow go faster?
That's the big question. We've looked through a bunch of sources from the really established physics.
To some pretty wild speculative ideas.
Right. And our mission here is to pull out the key takeaways, what science actually knows, and what the theoretical edges look like.
So let's start with the basics from the material. The speed of light in a vacuum.
Yeah.
It's fast. Around 299,792 kilometers per second.
Mm-hmm. And what the sources really stress is Einstein's special relativity. It's got mountains of evidence behind it.
And it says the speed isn't just a limit, it's the limit.
Yeah, it's like woven into space-time itself. It's fundamental to how the universe is structured.
Why, though? What makes it such a hard wall? The sources talk about energy, right?
Exactly. The core idea is mass and energy. To push something with mass faster and faster.
It takes more energy.
Exponentially more. To actually reach light speed. The sources say it would take infinite energy, basically impossible for anything with mass.
So the universe has its own kind of built-in speed trap.
You could say that. And it's deeply connected to causality, cause and effect. That's another huge point in the material.
Ah, right. If you could send info faster than light.
You could get the effect before the cause. Imagine getting a reply before you send the message. It completely breaks our understanding of time and reality.
Okay, so that's the rule. Solid, tested physics.
Yeah.
But then the sources start exploring the what-ifs. Could there be exceptions? Loopholes.
This is where it gets really interesting and speculative. One area is, well, maybe our current physics isn't the whole story.
Like new theories, quantum gravity, string theory, that kind of stuff.
Potentially.
Yeah.
The sources bring up quantum entanglement, that spooky action at a distance Einstein talked about. Two particles linked, instantly mirroring each other, no matter how far apart.
Seems faster than light, right?
It seems instantaneous, but, and this is critical, stressed in the sources, you can't use it to send actual information faster than light. The correlation is instant, but transmitting a message takes conventional means, so causality is safe.
Got it. No FTL messaging service via entanglement. What else? Tashians.
Tashians. Hypothetical particles imagined to always travel faster than light. Purely theoretical.
And the problem there is?
Well, again, causality. Most physicists think they'd destabilize cause and effect if they existed, and there's absolutely zero evidence for them. Just a theoretical concept.
Okay, so maybe not new particles going through space faster.
Yeah.
What about bending space itself, like wormholes?
Right, that's another speculative path the sources cover. Wormholes, or maybe the Alcubierre warp drive concept.
So not breaking the local speed limit, but taking a shortcut.
Exactly. Manipulating space-time to shorten the distance or move a bubble of space-time. Think folding a piece of paper to bring 2 points together.
Sounds like sci-fi.
It pretty much is at this stage. The sources are very clear. These ideas require things like exotic matter or negative energy densities, stuff we've never observed and don't even know if it can exist. Highly speculative.
Then there's a more philosophical angle mentioned in the sources about the limits of our own knowledge.
Yeah, this one's mind-bending. Maybe the universe has faster than light phenomena, but they're fundamentally hidden from us.
How so?
Our tools, our math, even our position in the observable universe might limit what we can ever know. Kind of like Gödel's incompleteness theorems in math. Some truths might be unprovable from within the system. Maybe physics has something similar.
Wow, okay. Let's pull back from the edge for a second. What does the actual hard evidence say, according to the sources?
The evidence consistently backs Einstein. Particle accelerators push particles incredibly close to light speed, but never over. Astronomical observations fit perfectly.
What about those neutrinos? There was that scare a few years back.
Yeah.
The Opera experiment.
Right. That caused a huge stir in 2011. They thought they'd clocked neutrinos going faster than light. But, as the sources detail, it turned out to be an experimental error. A loose cable, actually.
A loose cable. Okay, so the limit held.
It held. Even neutrinos from distant supernovae arrive exactly when expected, traveling at or just under light speed.
And what about the universe expanding? Distant galaxies moving away faster than light.
Good point. The sources clarify this too. That's not the galaxies moving through space faster than light. It's the space between us and them stretching. It's different. The local speed limit isn't broken.
So, summing up all this material,
Yeah.
Where do we stand on FTL?
The sources basically conclude, if it's possible at all, it probably involves physics we don't remotely understand yet. A total revolution in our grasp of space-time, quantum mechanics, or causality would be needed.
Or maybe it's just impossible or fundamentally hidden.
Exactly. There's zero evidence for FTL travel or communication currently. Only these tantalizing possibilities at the fringes of theory.
So we're left with this tension, a really solid speed limit, backed by everything we see.
Versus these fascinating theoretical cracks and the deep question of whether we can ever know everything.
And the sources end on that almost philosophical note. The universe doesn't owe us all its secrets.
It really makes you think.
It does. And it leaves a question for you, the listener. Do you think there are fundamental limits to what science can discover? Could some cosmic truths just be beyond our reach no matter what? What stands out to you about this ultimate speed limit?